all of my Pisceans out there. Please make sure to get my book on Amazon or barnesandnoble.com. The link to that is in the description box below as usual. So let's get into it. I am going to be using the most treacherous deck that I have, which is the Aquarian Tarot. And the reason why it's the most treacherous, right, or the most difficult for me anyway, is because a lot of the directions of the elements, wands, cups, swords, and pentacles are incorrect. But anyway, let's get into it. So for the Pisceans, I have the Five of Swords, the Emperor, the High Priestess, the Empress, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. See what I mean? Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Okay, that's interesting. The Moon, the Strength. Okay. Some of you Pisceans, right, may be going through some form of custody battle with a significant other. And the reason why it is that I'm saying that in the first place is because the Five of Swords represents you defending, right? You defending something, an idea, principle, person, right? And then you have the Emperor, okay? And the Emperor and the High Priestess represents you and this person. How both of you ultimately want the person, right, the little one, to ultimately come to you, right? Both of you want the little one to come to you. And the Empress represents, right? The Empress represents you're not giving up. You're going to continue to pursue this, but just be careful of how you pursue it, right? You don't want to be so interested in getting at it to the point where you get too emotionally involved, and someone can essentially tug on your heartstrings and get you to make a mistake, particularly your past significant other whom you're having this battle with. So the King of Pentacles now represents you want to be cold, calm, and collected, right? So that you're able to make better decisions, right? Because if the person whom you're going through this custody battle with starts to get emotional, more than likely they will make mistakes. And this is the reason why it is that I say that if you've been listening to me for a long time, or if you're just starting to listen to me because you found my channel, this is why over here I talk about why it's such, and I'm gonna have to make a video about this. This is the reason why it is that I talk about the differences between feelings and your emotions. And this is why, if you ask me, a lot of our ancestors, they taught us right in some ways, but they taught us, they left a lot of things out of that learning curriculum. And one of those things is everybody needs to learn how to control their emotions, regardless of whatever your politics are, whomever you, doesn't matter. You need to learn to control your emotions, because this is why. Because there's a difference between feelings and emotionalism. When you Bruce Lee talked about it, when you feel something, okay, right? When you feel something, it's in every fiber of your being. You know, it's in your blood, it's in your veins, it's in your skin, right? It's in every organ. You know something to be the truth, right? But emotionalism is the stuff that blocks you from reaching to your next higher point, because emotionalism is always extreme. So you can't really look at something if you're looking at it through the lens of an extremist. You understand what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever you're taking the extreme route in, you can't just look at that with an extremist mindset, because then you're going to make mistakes. But the thing is that the Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands represents how, if this is the case, this is all about how you, Pisceans, if you can learn, right, you're going to be tempted at times to look at things from that emotional standpoint, because maybe the person in front of the judge, right, will say something disrespectful or say something that's not true. You're going to have to hush and wait your turn, because if you do, it's going to get you in a situation where their defense team, i.e. their lawyer, can essentially use it against you. But the Page of, or unless they're defending themselves. But the Page of Pentacles represents the little one. It represents the, you know, right? Because pages can also represent little ones, if you know what I mean. And then the Moon and the Strength represents how this person is essentially using that little one, and I should say in the future will use that little one to emotionally manipulate you by tugging at your heartstrings, right? They may even try to put ideas into the little one's head and tell them things about you that are not true at all. Let's clarify the Strength card. Now the Strength represents them. Oh, my cologne smells good, but it's so strong. You know, that bourbon. The Ace of Cups, the Hermit, and then you have the Moon. So this is about how a lot of you Pisceans as well, this person, like I said, this person will use the disguise of love, that they love this person, in order for them to kind of get to tug at the heartstrings of the little one, so that the little one can kind of be confused as to the situation. Because you may have a little one, right? Or regardless of whatever the age is, this person may use that to confuse the situation for them. And then the Hermit is, they know good and well what it is that they're doing. And then the Moon, they know that they are doing it. So they are doing it for spite. So a lot of you Pisceans are going to have to watch out. This person is very untrustworthy, whom you decided to lay down with. And this person is really not a very decent person at all. They lack a lot of decency. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.